Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Minecraft. And yes, this doesn't look anything as it did before. And there is a reason. You see, I've made an ocean. I'm God, you see, I can make oceans wherever I want. So I made an ocean right here because, well, I won't spoil it for you because I guess some of you want to play this map when it's done, but it has to do with the sea. And I thought, okay, well, we have to start off at the sea. So I made the sea. That's how godlike and awesome I am to make the sea. So you remember everything? I made the tower more realistic because I decided I wanted to make the adventure more of a realistic adventure. And this here is just the same. Nothing unrealistic in that. So this is what we've done, and I've done all the ocean. Yes, you're probably super angry now because this looks shit. I'll fix it. It's a work in progress. But since I've been away sailing for more than a week, actually, there's not been any videos, so I felt a little bit sorry. I felt a little bit, well, guilty, I suppose. So I just, when I were doing all this shit, I thought, okay, well, I'm going to do the video right now before I finished it. So what we're going to do today, or we're going to leave this this place here, and we are actually going to create a new world. So let's get out, and then we're going to create a new world. And I tell you why. I'm just gonna name it Ship World, and then we're going to have creative, and we want to have off, on, I suppose, super flat. And this is because today's build project is going to be a ship. And it's going to be not a Viking ship, not anything like that. It's actually going to be a kind of British battleship from pretty much the... Oh yeah, this is new update. These are great things. You can place things like this. Back to what I was saying. It's going to be a battleship from pretty much the 1700s, early 1800s, because that is, spoiler alert, the time period where this adventure map is you know, current. It's time period basically, of the adventure map. Oh, excuse me, a bit too much apple juice there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lay down the bottom here of the ship, and I'm trying to think how long I want it to be. This I don't know, really. I don't know. It's not going to be a super big ship, so I think this is enough. And then we're going to make kind of the rising, right, like this. I know all these words in Swedish, but I know what you'd say in English, so I'll just try to keep saying things, trying to make it make sense. I know it doesn't make sense. Or actually, let's not have it in wood color. Let's have it in the actual colors that... We'll try to have it in the colors that the ship actually had. The ships in this time period. So let's try and make this black here. Or actually, this should be red. This should be red. I'm trying to think, and it's not easy. It's not easy to think. You should know this. So I'm just going to finish this, and well, see you when I'm done with it. Okay, so this is the captain's quarters done. Oh my god, the Minecraft is lagging when you turn fraps on. This is, as I said, not a big boat, so the captain doesn't have the world's biggest, you know, place to be. But who cares? Quarters, I suppose you call it. But who cares? It works. It works just fine. I'm thinking of actually raising these windows out a bit. Makes it look a little bit more, not as pale and boring as it would otherwise. But I don't know if it will work. Oh, I don't know if it will work. I think it'll work. I think it will work. Let's try and do that. take these windows out, and yeah, that looks much better, I think. Does it look better? Oh, it's very hard. You guys tell me in the comments if you think this sucks, if you think I should fix it. I don't know. Actually, I really don't know what I'm if it's good or if it's bad. You'll have to tell me, I'm afraid, because I have no idea. No idea if that looks good. Which one looks the better? This side. That side looks so boring though. I think it's a bit cooler when it looks like this. We're gonna go with that look actually. And then we're going to have kind of a little bit of a, maybe we should use half blocks instead. Could be a little bit cooler. Like this. Alright, so I'll go back to it and I'll come back later when I think I have something to tell you guys. Okay, see you later. Okay, so what I did is that I made this part here a little bit larger, just to because we need to fit, actually we need to fit a mast right here, and this platform was just a little bit too small to fit a mast, so I just changed it up a little bit and I think it looks much better now. So what we're going to do is going to start adding the masts to the ship, and yeah, since I've actually been sailing an old boat like this, I know a little bit about how it looks. Not very good at it, but I've actually been sailing it, so yeah, I know a little bit, I suppose. So another thing I want you guys to do is to come up with a cool name for this ship, and I don't want to call it like, you know, I don't know, Resident Evil killer rabbit thing. I want to have a seriously cool name for this ship. So what I want you guys to do is to basically, of course, tell me in the comments what you would like to call our little lovely flagship, and yeah, we'll pick a name and we'll write it on the back of the ship. So that'll be great. And yeah, that was pretty much it for now, I think. So I'll get back to my building, but I leave it on this time so I can make it, you know, I can fast forward so you see a little bit of what I'm doing. Okay, see you later.
Hi, this is Dodger, and you're watching my show. So we wound up missing a couple days there. On Friday, I was not feeling good at all. I did not feel up to making a video. And then Monday, I had never planned on making a video, but forgot to tell you, so that was my bad. Hopefully I can win back your favor and your affections, and I know just the way to do it. So our first piece of news today is that Battlefield 4 was announced. Oh, but I was still waiting on Battlefield 3 update. Shh, no you weren't. Don't even worry about it. Battlefield 4, that's all you can see in your mind now. No, but seriously, Battlefield 3 like didn't come out that long ago. I'm still shh. No, but in all seriousness, pretty much everybody who heard about Battlefield 4 I think responded with, "Oh, but Battlefield 3 just happened." Okay. Don't get me wrong, Call of Duty does this all the time. The second that a Call of Duty game comes out, they confirm that a new Call of Duty game is going to be coming out mere months after the fact. But Battlefield 4, I don't think that anybody was expecting it to be announced this quickly, so there wasn't quite as much like, yay! For all of you who love Fez, do you remember back when I was talking about the new patch that fixed a whole bunch of stuff, but unfortunately every now and then it was deleting save files, and I said, don't play it until they fix it, just don't do it. So now Polytron is coming out and saying, well, unfortunately, because our game is on Xbox Live Arcade, Microsoft is charging us tens of thousands of dollars in order to recertify this game, in order to put this patch on here. And obviously people shouldn't have to pay for it, it should be a free patch, but that means that we can't even afford it. Now your first response is going to be, wow, Microsoft, wow, I can't believe that you would do that. And yes, I agree that they need to maybe reevaluate the way that they utilize Xbox Live Arcade, but you also have to remember that in the end, people aren't going to remember Microsoft. They're going to remember, oh man, remember when Polytron, like, was too frugal about this thing? And I played so much of this game and then my save file got deleted? Now to answer a question that some of you are going to have, yes, they are just keeping with that old patch with all of its same game deleting goodness. Reason being because it only deletes 1% of save games. So they figured, well, this way at least the patch is there and sometimes people are gonna wind up with a save game deleted. Oh well. Now a lot of people have said, why don't they just do a Kickstarter? If they need so much money, there are people that have been waiting 5 years for this game. Why don't they just do a Kickstarter so that they can for sure fix all of the problems? Here's my issue with that. I don't think that there is any scenario, any weird way that any of us should have to pay for this patch. Because this is an issue that was not our fault. Yes, some of you have waited a long time for this. Yes, some of you are going to be really depressed when you've played that game for so many hours and then suddenly your game is deleted, and I know that sucks, but we shouldn't have to pay for their mistakes. And again, part of this problem is Microsoft. There's a reason why the Xbox versions of some games don't get quite as many DLC and extra goodies as the PC version of the exact same game. Because Microsoft keeps such a tight hold on everything. Because they want so much control over everything that happens on there. And everything has to be profitable to them. Thank goodness. So hopefully, in the future, there's a bright land where we can all play Fez and not be constantly terrified that maybe the deal with it glasses are taken away from us. In lighter, more trolly news, Resident Evil 6 is going to be taking a leaflet out of Dark Souls' book, and they're going to allow people to step into one another's games and actually be the monsters. There's going to be a mode called Agent Hunt. It doesn't work with every single area of the game, but there are some.
And there we go, guys. That is the rig set up, and yeah, it's starting to look like a ship now. I feel pretty good. I think. Well, the things I'm not really satisfied with is this, the big sailor in the middle. What they call it now, the Baron sailor, I think, the Baron. Anyway, or the Count, something like that, something noble. Anyways, I'm not really happy with it. The Minecraft physics doesn't really help here. I can't really make this, you know, good looking in any way. I've tried, but it just doesn't work for me. But I don't know, maybe I'll fiddle with it a little bit more later. We'll see. But what we're going to do now is we're going to do the oh, what the hell, the place where you have all the cargo room, maybe you call it. I don't know. I'm not very good at English, but yeah. So as you probably know, if you've seen like Pirates of the Caribbean or any movie like that, it is basically just a kind of, looks kind of like this, you know, and then you can get things up and down via the big anchor. Oh, speaking of the anchor, maybe we should do the anchor. How we are going to do that though, I don't know. Maybe like this, and then the iron looks stupid, so let's take, oh, we already have some black wool. That will look like it belongs to the ship. Oh, this is not easy. This is not easy. That will just look silly. If we take it down one level, though it looks way too big. Ah, it looks good, I suppose. It looks good enough. That's my philosophy. Looks good enough. So what do you think, guys? Now it's only the cannons, and then we are ready for battle, I suppose. So let's make the cannons. Let's have a gap of 2 between every cannon, like this. It looks a little bit more sensible. You know, a smaller boat like this boat couldn't have too many cannons, it would just sink, basically. Then we have to think about the cannons, but we'll do that later. Let's just do this first. No, we have to. No, not that one. That one. Is that the first hole? Okay. So yeah, you can't have cannons too far ahead and too far in the front of the boat. Won't work either. Get too heavy in the front, and it won't sail good. Don't ask why I know these things. Alright, so that is our boat. there we go. I'm going to do all the small touches with it later on, but that is it. Oh, I forgot to make the back part of it. Jesus, I don't know these words in English. Makes me angry, very angry. Where did the black wool go? There it is. Okay, like this. And there we go. But what should we call this beauty? Also, we need the rudder. What should we call her? That is the big question right now. What on earth should we call the ship? Please tell me in the comments what you think we should call the ship. And yeah. And as always, every little idea counts that you have. But for now, the ship is done. What we're going to do now is that we are going to get into MC Edit, and we are going to, doesn't matter, it's just, we're going to insert this into our adventure map world. So let's do that before the lightning strikes, sinks and burns and everything. Okay, so I'll see you in MC Edit then. Bye bye. Okay guys, so I wanted to show you when I copied and pasted the ship, but I ran out of memory and I had to delete some stuff, and yeah, so I lost that footage. But anyways, I will show you what I did. So this is the adventure map world, and when it loads, which takes a while because I am far up in the skies, you can see the ship. You should see, yeah, there we go. That is our ship right out there. Look at that. If you stand up, oh, I fell down a hole in the roof. There should be a hole in the roof. How did I fall down here? That's strange. It's very strange. Alright, so there we go. That is the ship. What's left to do now? I'm going to make it a little bit better looking. But when I've done that, and yeah, I'll also fix all this water. All these water problems right here, but yeah, I'm going to fix all that by myself, because you're probably not interested in seeing me doing that. But what I want you guys to do, I told you before, but I'll tell you again, is to come up with a great name, and a mature name, not like some silly thing. And yeah, no, we're not going to call it HMS Victory, because I'm actually thinking of having that ship in the game. Yes, that's a bit of a not spoiler. That's more of a surprise, I suppose, or thing to come thing, or something like that. So yeah, if you like this video, you please like it. I suppose please like the video, and yeah, my name has been Alfred, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.